Hey guys, it is Liz. This is sort of my inaugural episode of Liz finally watches some films. Because I have never watched any movies, or very few. My movie watching history is kind of atrocious. I turned to my friends in I watched the entire Overblood Super Replay group and the side group for films and asked them, what should I watch? What do they recommend? And I got a lot of responses. I got about 200 recommendations that I'm going to pour through. I probably won't watch every single one of them, and I've been watching them kind of slowly, so, but I'm going to try and get through and watch some of the ones that are recommended to me. And I started with a recommendation that came to me from the film group to watch Zardoz, which is a 1974 movie starring Sean Connery. It's an interesting movie. I'm filming outside, so if it's loud, I apologize. I took some notes, so because this was an interesting film. So basically, the movie starts out with a very Willy Wonka kind of character. It turns out his name is Arthur Freyen, and he's sort of like a floating head narrator sort of thing, and explains sort of like the purpose of the film. It was a terrible effect when I watched it. Some of the worst effects ever in this movie. And I understand it's 1974. It's not going to be, anything spectacular, but really, really poor effects here. So that head kind of floats in and tells us kind of what's going on. And then we get a floating stone head, which to Connery's character is sort of considered a god. They call him Zardoz. And basically the first piece of dialogue in this movie is this stone head spitting out a bunch of munitions, like guns and ammo and stuff, and saying, let's see, what did it say? It said, the gun is good and the penis is evil, which I can 100% fucking get behind. I agree with Zardoz there. Penises are evil. But he spits out these munitions to these characters that are called the Brutals. Sean Connery's character is one of these. They're, basically they hunt down other Brutals and kill them. But what happens is Sean Connery hitches a ride inside of this stone head and is taken away from this like brutal landscape to a ideal society that is run by people called the Eternals. It's called the Vortex. And so, again, it's like an ideal society. Men there have, because these people live forever, the men are impotent because they don't have sex. So as soon as all the women in this place see Sean Connery, they want to, like, jump his bones, which is, whatever. He's wearing, like, this red thong thing. It's the funniest fucking thing you've ever seen. So what happens is Sean Connery sort of infiltrates this society, and they're kind of split between thinking he's extremely interesting and wanting to study him, or that he is going to bring an end to everything and that he is evil and he should be killed. So that's sort of the back and forth of the film. I don't want to give too many spoilers because really, I think this movie needs to be seen to be believed. I'll just say I'm not a drug taker, but nothing has inspired me more to want to take hallucinogenic drugs than this film. I didn't understand a whole lot of it. What happened, again, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but the Eternal people sort of have a death wish that they can't fulfill, and it's long and very complicated, but I'd recommend watching this film, even though I didn't care for it and understand it, because I really think it's one of those things that needs to be seen to be believed. It's just kind of weird. Let me see what else I note here. Oh, this was directed by the dude who directed Deliverance like the year before. So the sort of shocking difference in setting is, it's kind of jarring and weird. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just a weird-ass movie. There's some very animated characters. Sean Connery gives a very wooden performance. There's a lot of titties in this movie, so if you like titties, especially 1970s titties, you should watch this movie. So many titties. Let's see here. Reading my notes. So yeah, I don't want to give away too much here, but it is just a very interesting movie. I'm glad I watched it. I know that it is streaming live, or I'm sorry, it's streaming through Starz Encore if you have Spectrum cable. It's also airing, I believe, tomorrow on 9/11, so you can watch it if you would like. If I was to give this film a rating, I'd probably say like 2 cat paws out of 5. That would probably be what I would give it. Again, not a great movie, but I do recommend that people watch it. As far as what my next film will be, I have, like I said, a list of about 200 films to choose from. If you have a suggestion, definitely let me know. But thanks for watching this. I know it's kind of impromptu and stupid, but stick with me. I'm gonna watch some films, finally. Yay!